So the UEFA Champions League knockout phase draw has been done, and these are the teams that will be playing today. You can see it on the screen. So we have on the left side we have PSG facing Chelsea, and this is a repeat of the Club World Cup where Chelsea defeated Paris Saint-Germain, destroying Paris Saint-Germain intention of winning every trophy possible last season. So this will be a perfect chance for Paris Saint-Germain to get their revenge. But also Paris Saint-Germain have had shaky matches this season. They've not been flawless as they were last season, but I think Chelsea too have had their ups and downs. They have a managerial change, but I think I'll favor Paris Saint-Germain to make it through to the quarterfinal. We have Galatasaray versus Liverpool, and this is an interesting match because Galatasaray has already defeated Liverpool in the group phase. Liverpool to have had one of the most horrendous seasons they can record the prior to club and after club era, but I think Liverpool should be too much for Galatasaray. Although Galatasaray on their good day they can surprise everyone, and on their bad day as we saw against Juventus they struggle like anything. And this next fixture is becoming boring. It's I think we've met 5 out of 7 last Champions League draw, and that's Manchester City against Real Madrid. Although Madrid has won 3 out of the last 4 ties. But I think Real Madrid, we've not been good this season. We've had managerial changes. Xabi Alonso has been replaced by Abelua. Abelua still has not had his imprint on the team. The team doesn't have an actually DNA or a style of play. Man City, they started the season okay, and they're still pursuing their chance of claim back the English Premier League title. Man City are good on paper to go through, but you can never count on Real Madrid. And that's bringing me to the last match on the left side of the field, which is Atlanta versus Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich has been very good this season, scoring goals for fun. Atlanta too have had the ups and downs, but I think Bayern Munich will be too much for them, so I favored Bayern Munich to qualify to the quarterfinals. Then go to the other side, you have Newcastle versus Barcelona. This is a tiki-taka versus counter or high, what's the name? The Newcastle play with high energy, Barcelona play with in a relaxed manner, tiki-taka. I think Barcelona on paper should advance, but you can't write out Newcastle because they've been decent in the Champions League. The next fixture on this side, as you can see, is Atletico Madrid against what's the name? Tottenham. Tottenham have been very poor in the league, but they qualified already from the league phase, Champions League phase. That should tell you everything you need to know. Barcelona might be too much for them, and I think Atletico Madrid will qualify to the quarterfinals. And we have one of the most interesting features, that's Bodo Glimt against Sporting CP. And mind you, Bodo Glimt is a team that defeated Man City in their group phase. And on the last day against Atletico Madrid, they needed a win to qualify. They still won 2-1 against Atletico Madrid at the home of Atletico Madrid. And they defeated the last season finalist Inter Milan home and away 5-2 on aggregate. That's Inter Milan, so you can't write them out. But Sporting CP2 have been decent, so this is going to be an interesting match. This is more like one of this underdog going to the quarterfinal, which is going to be an interesting match to witness. And last but not least is Arsenal against Bayer Leverkusen. Arsenal is a team who have been flawless in the group phase. They went 8 out of 8 matches. They won all their games because I think only 4 or 5 goals. I think when you look at both sides, I think Arsenal have the best chance to reach the semi-final because if they defeat Leverkusen, their next opponents will be going to a Sporting CP. When you look at any other team is going to face a difficult team in the quarterfinal. When you look at the other side, PSG, if they should qualify or Chelsea, they are going to meet Galatasaray or Liverpool, which is much more tougher. And Real Madrid must to meet likely Bayern Munich, which is also tougher. Barcelona, Newcastle meets Atletico Madrid, which is also tougher. And if Barcelona meets Atletico Madrid, it's even going to be tough. You can't write Atletico Madrid out because the last 2 Champions League ties they met, they defeated Barcelona. The last 2, I think, 2016 against MSN. MSN were the defending champions. Barcelona led 2-1 at the first leg. Second leg, Atletico Madrid scored 2-0 to advance to the semi-final, met Bayern, and eventually lost the eventual champions Real Madrid in the final. 2014, so same story. They beat Barcelona by a long goal on aggregates, 1-0 in 1900, and they eventually lost to the eventual champions Real Madrid again. So the 2 times they went to the final in the Champions League, they had to beat Barcelona. So you can't count Barcelona, Atletico Madrid out if both Barcelona and Atletico Madrid have to face each other in the quarterfinal. So this is the full draw of the Champions League. So let me know in the comment section which teams you think will progress and who you think will be the eventual champion.